Hello, everyone. Welcome you guys to come to tonight's computer science project presentation. So today, we have Asana Bai to bring us her project of 2D reading web game. She's a seventh grade student. So I am your host. And today, after this introduction, I'm going to invite Asana Bai to do a demo of her project. And then we're going to be headed towards our question and answer section. Asana, may I ask you to share your screen and present your demo?
Fun way to read Book Games by Athena B. Meet the creator. I attend Stanley Gialzo Academy, and this year I'm 13 years old and in 8th grade. I like to read, write, play games, watch YouTube, and musical subjects. An introduction and background information of this project is I was brainstorming for coding project ideas, and so I thought of the fact that not many people like to read. So I thought, why not make something that can help unwilling people read? I combined gaming, a popular hobby of many, with reading to encourage more people to read. I spent about 5 months on developing this project. The Abandoned Village is the name of the book game, and it's the very first game put within the archives. It is related to the game Passerine, and is currently in beta mode. It is a 2D fantasy adventure game where the player completes the game by reaching the end of the quest. Pages. The archive book game has many pages, such as a home page, an about page, a gallery, a games page, and a list of books, which is all here. Now I will be taking you to a tour of our archive, also a demo. So basically, that is the link to get to the website, and this is the website. We have the home page, the about page, the gallery, which you can press buttons to look at different pictures of the game. You have the games, which technically takes you back to the home page, but if there are more books here, then you could really see the difference. Right now we only have one game, but if you had more, you will be able to scroll down. And then there's the books page, which is supposed to show you a list of books, but since we only have one, there's only one. And over here, if you click on this book, it takes you into the book game part. And you can also click on this link to see the book info, which is also the same as this one. Now, if we go back to this is where you actually can play the game, where you can press this button and play on itch.io. This is a small description of it, and you can run the game to play. And that is basically it for the demo. And now I'll continue on with the slideshow. Battles and obstacles. Some challenges that I've faced included fixing unexpected and weird bugs that randomly pops up, trying to make the overall game and website more user-friendly, creating custom features, making the art for the game, finding good texture packs, and learning new methods to code that I never have learned about before. Possible new features and upgrades. So here are some ideas that I plan to add to my project one day. An in-game passage reader so that the player can read the book without having to go on some other website or having to buy the book itself. A question sorter so that I can have different questions for different parts in the quest. New characters, a customization of the player's sprite. Login system so that you don't lose your progress. New stars or questions, and new quests. Want to contact me? Here are 2 emails that you can use. And thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for your perfect presentation. Since we have plenty of time, may I ask you? I think it will be good to actually start to play. So you can demonstrate on your screen to actually start playing the game for a few minutes. Do you want to do that?
So I'll just play the game.
Yeah.
So this is just a dialogue and storyline.
So may I ask, are those texts being displayed like the actual passage from the book?
No.
Oh, okay.
See, the way that this game works is that the game system itself asks you questions. And so when the questions are related to the book, and so to answer the questions, which you need to do if you want to play the game, you must read the books, or else you can't win. So this is just an idea to encourage people to read more. Right now, it probably won't work very well because this is just the very first version. But later on, if the game becomes better and more fun, and more people like to play this game, then they might consider reading the book just to play the game. Now, you can move around with those keys, or if you want, you can also use arrow keys on your keyboard, which I'm going to do because it's just easier for me. Now, while walking on the path, so actually I might just show you the game system that I was talking about earlier instead of like telling you about it. Battle. So this is a question that is related to the book, Passerine. If you get it correct, your enemy loses health, and the amount of health you or your enemy loses is dependent on the difficulty of the question. Okay, so if I answer incorrectly, so let's choose this one, you lose health. Okay, the player loses health. So I'm just going to destroy this person and yeah.
Pretty interesting.
There should be more, but like this is one of the bugs. We did fix it, but I think I forgot to import it into the actual website.
Okay. So do you want to head towards the question and answer section so that the audience can ask you questions?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah. So does anyone have any question you want to ask?
Okay, so someone said you could win by guessing, and that's actually not true because it's more of a chance thing. And like, because there's like over 40 questions, you can't possibly memorize all the answers to them all. And also, people has actually tried to win it by guessing, and none of them actually succeeded because the player dies before the enemy could die. The last thing in the chat, I came in a little late, so maybe tell me what book it is about. It's a book called Passerine, and it's actually like it's not a real life book that you can hold because it's an online book, but it's a really good book that I like. So yeah, the last person is correct.
Hi, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So do you plan on adding more books to your game?
Maybe, possibly, or maybe I'll just make different games, each related to a different book.
Okay, thank you.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you like have planned to try to add the characteristic or like these things that are presented in the book that into your game? So for example, the book that you are doing is about dream, right? So do you want to like just add the icons or the characters or the figures that's presented in the book also into your game?
I could do that.
I think that would be interesting.
I could. The book's not about dream though.
Okay.
But I could. Right now, this is the very first version. So it's like, so like, there's not a lot of very interesting stuff there. But if I develop it further, then maybe it would be better.
may I ask, did you encounter any challenges while you're actually coding this game? So during the coding process,
The coding process?
like just during the course of when you code this game, have you encountered any challenges?
Well, challenges are that I didn't know how to make most of the stuff I made. So I had to learn about it.
Okay. I guess it's a good process to just learn while you're doing the
Mhm.
Does anyone else have any questions to ask?
Looks like no.
Okay, so if that's it, then I guess we're going to end the presentation right here and the meeting tonight. So thank you everyone for coming, and thank you Athena for this wonderful presentation and this wonderful project.
You too.